Lord Horfin X2, when are you getting a beer with me? Hey, whenever you're buying, you tell me where you want to go and when, buddy. Just give me a good weekend, Sunday night sometime or Saturday night. Let me know. Debbie Omi, has there ever been a time when through all the debates and conversations with Got That Funk, Spirit Keepers, or others, that your faith wiggled just a tad, where they brought up a point that made you go, Spirit Keeper, because he's so young and well-rounded. I mean, not so much my faith. Him and I we've only talked about faith a little. And usually we end up agreeing or joking about something. But there has been, he's probably not going to remember this, but there's been times where we've talked about like feminism and the feminist movement, that it wasn't so much I went, but it was like, wow, I never thought of it that way, kind of thing. You know, so Spirit Keeper, I don't know, I haven't talked to this dude in a while. Man, I miss him too. Thanks for bringing him up. Yeah. Nobody's ever made my faith in conversations. Nobody's ever made me go, Got That Funk. Now, he knows a lot about other religions. And sometimes I get confused by other religions. And a lot of times, especially, I think Got That Funk is a lot more versed than most people in, like, the Muslim faith. He's read the Quran and other supporting books so he grasps a better understanding than most people. And he still gets the religion of peace out of it. And from what I've read and from what I understand, I don't see as much peace in it as he does. So when he talks about that, from experience, I listen and I wonder if the Muslims are right, why would Allah allow for a Christian God or a Jesus to be around? And vice versa, Yahweh, Jesus, why would they allow for an Allah and a book to challenge them? That one kind of confuses me. So I listen to Got That Funk, and I listen to Spirit Keeper, and sometimes it doesn't always come through in the videos, but yeah, I totally respect and love both those guys a lot, and several others from those conversations. But I can't say that my faith has ever been shaken. I've had some or I didn't know that, or stuff I had to go research because of other people, but no, nothing that ever shook me that I could say. Sardonic Skeptic, last but not least, says, if you found out that Ronald Reagan was actually born in Kenya, would that change your opinion of his presidency? A couple years ago, maybe, but at this point, no. I mean, presidents being born in other countries doesn't seem to matter to anybody, so who cares? Plus, he'd probably be one of the whitest dudes ever come out of Kenya, but that's just me. What is the best sandwich in the world? When I was in New Orleans about a year ago, it was 11 months ago, they had something there called a muffeta, I think is how it was pronounced, but it was spelled muffaletta, Muffalletta, or something like that. It looks like muffaletta, but I think it's pronounced muffeta. And it's good, dude. It is good. If you're ever in New Orleans, try one. It's got everything on it. They throw all kinds of crap on it. Now, there's also these things called paninis and I think if you're Pennsylvania East, it's called a permani sandwich. If you're from Ohio West, it's called a panini. And it's like a burger or you can get it any way you want, but it's where they pile everything that you would have on the side on top of your burger. They put the fries on it, they put coleslaw on it, they put just anything, and the sandwich is usually like you gotta like squish it way down and cut it, and just to get it to fit in your mouth. I got a pretty big mouth, so I'm okay, but most people have to really work at this thing. And man, they'll even put eggs on it. Some of them have like fried eggs on it too. It's like this, I'm telling you, you have to spend a month at Weight Watchers after you eat one of these sandwiches, but it is good. If you were to make a movie with an unlimited budget and full access to every actor, actress on the planet, what kind of movie would you make? Well, that's easy. I'd make 3 sequel movies to Star Wars. Duh. And I would do a much better job than George Lucas directing some of those pieces of crap that he directed. Like Episode 1, for instance. What is your criteria for banning a narcotic? Jeez. I'm not a whole lot... I don't know how to put this. I'm not going to go out of my way to see that a narcotic is banned until it becomes a danger to other people. But I'm not going to go out of my way to unban ones that are banned either. People say, oh, it's just pot's just a recreational drug. It doesn't cause any harm to anybody. Well, it slows your reaction times down, and when you're driving, you put my family at risk. If people could prove, if somehow we could prove that people could be responsible and do it in their own home and not drive their car, like if you had to do some kind of breathalyzer just to unlock your car door, or a blood test or something as soon as you got in your car, if we come up with that kind of technology so they can tell that you're not drunk, that you're not high when you're behind the wheel of a car and you're not putting my family's life in danger, then yeah, unban all drugs as far as I'm concerned. What would your reaction be if Jesus had a limp handshake? I almost expect him to. He was a humble and meek servant of God. Though he was the Son, he was still a servant. So this is the guy that got down and washed the feet of his disciples. So I definitely expect him. I mean, he was also a carpenter and a traveled man. So sure, he's going to be probably stronger than the average YouTuber. But no, I kind of expect him to just still be a humble and meek, have a humble, meek handshake. So if you found out God was actually an alien, would you still worship him? Probably, well, I guess by the definition of the word alien, God would be an alien. Yeah. So, I mean, if he came down from out of the skies right now, like when he left, well then, yeah, we would consider that an alien. So, he better get his papers in order, as far as I'm concerned, or maybe I will stop worshiping. Other than that, I'm calling ICE. He needs to get on a bus back to Mexico or wherever he came from, unless he has the proper paperwork, as far as I'm concerned. So, dude, yeah, probably not if it was just like a space alien. If we were put here by space aliens, like some kind of spore theory or whatever, nah, I wouldn't worship him. So, that, I believe, is it. I thank you guys so much for your questions. Hopefully you've checked out my new channel, The Right News. I'm having kind of a fun time just picking up some news articles and giving them kind of a right-wing twist. Hopefully you guys can put aside, any of you that are liberals, put aside your liberalism and just enjoy it for the humor that I try to inject into it. Much like I watch Stephen Colbert or Jon Stewart because they're just funny. I'm not so entrenched in my politics that I can't enjoy a good joke from time to time. Somebody already gave me some crap about it's not funny to make fun of politicians and yada yada. Well, you know what? Tough. Yes, it is funny to make fun of politicians. And yes, it is necessary. We can't just be hating each other and getting at each other's throats constantly all the time because of how we feel about politicians. That I'm so right and you're so wrong, and that's that, and you're stupid because you don't think how I do. Memo to Chaos Zyg. But anyways, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for still being subscribed to my channel, and just thank you for being you. You guys are all blessings to me, and I can't wait to do some more on it. You know, I'm at 850 plus subs. I got something super special planned for my 1,000th sub if I ever get there. If you guys want to be a part of it, I got some stuff in mind where I need some help from other YouTubers. If there's any way you want to stick around, you want to, it's going to entail needing some audio and video from you, but just very short, less than a minute, maybe even less than 30 seconds. So if any of you want to help me, please leave me a comment in the comment section below that you'd be willing to help, because I got something really funny and really awesome planned. So keep in touch. Thanks for watching. Remember, the truth piece begins with how we treat our children. God bless you.